One, two, three. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening, everybody? Hope you all are doing well. Good to see everybody here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. You guys who were saying minus 500 for 15 minutes late. Boom, you got proven wrong. The boy is back, and we're talking UFC St. Louis live. I'm looking forward to chatting it up about the card, dropping the polls for the people to see what you guys are thinking. And overall, I think this is going to be a very enjoyable fight card. I'm actually pretty stoked for the matchups on it. So shout out to everybody that's tuned in. I'll give you guys some on-screen shouts. I'm feeling like a generous savage today. Thank you guys for popping in. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to get into the breakdown here very soon. We'll start it off with a little Q&A action for a minute or so. What's going on, RJs? What's going on? I appreciate you, Elaine. Good to see you. I appreciate you supporting. Thank you. Thank you. Grimy, hey, let's go. I'm glad you made it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're in the house. It's a late night live, and I'm doing it really as a late night time. I've done some 7:30 late night lives, but I said to myself, what am I doing? I said, what am I doing? What am I doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, the Italian Savage? I'm doing good. How you doing? Wonder how Sultan will perform at welterweight. He's a big dude. I think he's going to lose. I got Buckley. I think late KO or decision. We're going with young Buckley to pull it off. I think he wins the fight. I think a lot of people are kind of over glazing the side of Ruziboev. Ruziboev's decent, though. Don't get it twisted. Ruziboev's decent, but I don't think Ruziboev is the greatest fighter we've ever seen, and I don't think he's going to look good down away. Yes, we're going to be coming through. We're going to be doing a members stream after this, guys. A little half hour. I'll be chilling, hanging out in the members stream. Let's go. Good seeing you all. I'm using a mouse, bro, okay? This is rare for me. Normally, I'm like a sicko, bro. I'd be using the actual pad on the damn laptops, bro. But no, I've stepped my game up. I got a quality mouse. You can't even hear it when it clicks. It's silent. It's a silent savagery type of mouse. So I'm excited for it. I'm going to get all the odds up on screen and whatnot so I can see what I'm looking at here. Let me also bring up the Fight Night Tapology, and then we'll get into the play-by-play for this card. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Hope you guys are doing good, though. All right. I'm going to throw the poll up for the first fight on the card. If you're just tuning in, what's happening? Guys, I'll let you know. I am not going to be too generous with the Ripskis, but I will do one. I'll do it at lucky number 55 as far as the likes go. 55 likes will start the first rip of the night. So, if you want to see it, like it. If you don't want to see it, well, still like it because you're supporting. Boom. Poll is up for our first fight on the card, and we're going to get into our first matchup on the card here right now. Ladies are starting the night off. It's JJ Aldrich versus Veronica Hardy. So the way that I feel about this fight is I think Veronica Hardy has a higher tiered potential, and her game overall is showing consistent improvement. Aldrich is also like kind of average for my liking. I think that we can see Hardy win a decision. I feel like she's a physically strong girl. I'm hearing some things about her like deadlifting 365 pounds, something crazy like that. Hey, RJs, I love this comment. Let's get some likes in chat for the best shadow boxer on MMA YouTube. Thanks, bro. Thank you. I'll definitely shadow box it up, man. I got you guys. 100 likes, shadow box per usual. First fight of the night to me. If you're not going with Hardy, explain to me why you're going Aldrich in the chat. Hey, favorite part of the day? Well, I'm glad that you're here, my brother. Yeah, our husband's got a great mind for MMA. Dan Hardy's a legend. All right, legend's a stretch, but he's a good vet. He's a former title challenger. I think Hardy wins. Dude, I think Menifield's actually not a bad dog. We'll talk about that fight soon. It's worth looking at least. Looking at the odds for this fight, Hardy is minus 140, and at open, she was plus 165. So there has been a lot of love on the betting lines. And then looking at over 2.5, it's actually swelled all the way to -500, whereas initially -375. Hardy by decision, which is the official call, sits at -110. I think moneyline, is better off because Hardy does have okay jits. She's training with Dan Hardy. Like how could things go awry? Well, maybe she gets a sub. I think that Veronica Hardy for the win is pretty likely here. I can't go out and tell you, yo, lock the bet in, throw it down, Veronica Hardy. Reason being because we see with some of these, back end tier women's matchups, weird shit can happen. JJ Aldrich has some wins in the UFC and she does have a lot of experience. It's just, I think that Hardy is on a nice uphill right now. Hey, thank you, Rylan. Great content. Been watching for a while. I've made a good bit of money off some of your picks in the last few weeks. Big W, dog. I appreciate you. I think Hardy pulls it off. The risk you have here is you're betting on women's MMA. That's it. What's up, Zero Balance? Good to see you, my brother. Hope life's going well. Hope you started training, actually. I hope you're on the mats, bro. Strangling some motherfuckers. Hardy is 81% of the people's picks. No, 79 at close, which makes a ton of sense to me. I didn't think it would end it any other way. Aldrich, I think you guys can all agree, is just like average as fuck. She's just so average, too average for me to pick here. And I think that some people are going Aldrich as a dog. It's also Southpaw versus Southpaw, but Veronica Hardy's the better striker. I think she'd be more prepared for a fellow Southpaw than Aldrich is. So we're going with Veronica Hardy to start the night off. I am going to keep running up the card. We got plenty of fights to talk about. This next fight, in all honesty, this next fight could be a matchup that is towards the main card. I actually really love this fight. I'm curious to see how it unfolds. It's welterweights, and we'll talk about it in just a moment. I'm going to get the polls up for you guys so you all can get your votes in. Get your votes in, my people. Get your votes in. Let's see what the people are thinking, okay? If all MMA YouTubers like you, Lucas, Tracy, Bedtime Regal, etc. were MMA coaches, who would be the best one? I don't know. I think it'd be fucking hilarious, bro. You know what would be sick? If there was a special version of like an Ultimate Fighter where we are all given a team of like 2 to 4 fighters, right? And we have to train them and give them our mentality on the fight game to see who becomes the best. Imagine they're all absolutely fucking horrible. You feel like you're watching like fucking sideshow MMA. That's funny as fuck. All right. Poll is up. Votes are already coming in. Let's jump to our next fight. It is a matchup between Kevin Jousset and Jared Gooden. I think Kevin Jousset should be good to win this thing. A loss here would be a devastating L because it seems like he's actually got some fucking potential, man. I really think Kevin Jousset wins. Your fighter should be some of the fans of your channel. That would be fucking sick. Yeah, I would have to bring him on for sure, the fucking striking coach. I think Kevin Jousset's stand-up is smooth. I think Kevin Jousset's game is good. I think his knowledge of fighting is good. I think that Jared Gooden is a powerful guy, but like, how am I supposed to pick a Jared Gooden that was getting whooped by Wellington Turman? A Jared Gooden who I think is pretty hittable with straight punches, who really only has one path to win, and that's a club and sub or knockout, really more knockout, but he clubbed and sub Wellington Turman. I just see Jousset as the better guy. I think Gooden can get rocked here. I don't think Gooden's going to be able to take down Kevin Jousset. I'm very confident Jousset wins. I believe that he has a decent skill set for a matchup like this. I think his more technical stand-up game should really be on display. I think he probably outpoints Jared Gooden, but because Gooden is a guy that brings the fucking fire, I kind of have a feeling that Jousset could find the knockout here. Now, Jousset in the UFC, we've seen him with one finish, and that was the debut against Kiefer Crosby. As a pro, he does have 4 KOs opposite 5 wins by decision with only 1 sub. His last knockout win was his pre-UFC debut. It was a 3rd round ground and pound KO. So a lot more of the time you're seeing decisions. There's even a split decision loss back in 2022. Obviously, the doctor's stoppage to Jack Della. I think we're going to see a W for the side of Jousset. Decision or knockout is live. I think both are pretty realistic outcomes. The money line is a little chalky at -232. I've called Jousset a high confidence pick. He's a chalky locky. And then Gooden on the other side is +197. Now looking at Jousset to win by a decision, it's +145 with a knockout at +275. I personally like him as a parlay piece more than a straight money line attack. or more than a prop attack. But I do feel very confident that Jousset is going to win. He is substantially better in the striking realm than Jared Gooden. I think his takedown defense will be more than enough for a guy like Jared Gooden. And I also just don't think Jared Gooden's that top caliber, man. He's not that good. I really think Jousset wins this fight. I feel very confident that he does. Like, a loss to Gooden for Jousset would be a devastating type of loss. And it seems as though Jousset is a city kickboxing contender with some real potential, man. Gooden isn't good, bro. KZ said right. The only thing good about him is his damn name, bro. Gooden ain't good. I agree. Chalky Locky. Well, when I say Chalky Locky, what I mean is a high confidence pick that's a chalky line. Like, you got to lay the chalk down minus 240 if you're money lining them. You get what I'm saying? It's not a plus money tag or an even money tag. It's a chalky locky. It's Jousset, high confidence, but he's chalky. Like Mittebek Orabai was my lock last week. I admitted that is a chalky locky. That's a chalky lock, bro. You're laying the chalk. Hey, I think you're going to hit. I'd be surprised if he loses to Gooden. Like, really fucking surprised. Gooden wins this fight. That's a massive upset. Odds, forget about the odds. It's a massive upset for the sport. Because Gooden's an ex-UFC washout. So I don't think he beats Jousset. And I can't see it. High confidence on Jousset is my side. Chalky Locky shit odds pick. It's a high confidence pick with a, wide favorite status line. Caio Baraiho is the chalkiest of Lockies last week, but he destroyed. All right, next fight. Listen, I'll tell you right now, it ain't a chalky locky in the next one. Our next fight is flyweights. Charles Johnson versus Jake Hadley. Guys, I feel real solid about Johnson as an underdog. I think Jake Hadley is another one of these overrated British dudes. They come in to the UFC with some real hype. They're undefeated, and then they always underdeliver. Charles Johnson's a tough vet. He beat Azat Maxim in a close fight last time out. He honestly was really close a while back with Ode Osborne. He normally is losing to guys who have very good grappling technique, solid wrestling pressure. But let's not act like he didn't give Cody Durden a hard fight, and Durden's game is fucked. Hadley had a nice moment on Durden with the sublock, but regardless of that, I think we're going to see a win for Charles Johnson here by a decision. I think it is going to be a hard fight. I think it's going to be a good scrap between the two, but I think Johnson's just better than Jake Hadley. And then you also throw Johnson and he's an underdog plus 115? What? He was opening at plus 125, bro. Johnson is a great underdog here. I think he's personally going to win. The over is minus 260. Forget about that. The best bet on this fight right here is going for the underdog, Charles Johnson, because I really believe he has a good shot of winning this thing, and you do get a plus money tag. Now, the official pick is decision. That's plus 200. Johnson to get it done. I think he strikes from the outside. I don't think Hadley has the takedown option. I don't think Hadley's out striking him. I don't think Hadley is out grappling him. Where does Hadley beat him? I don't see it. I don't think Hadley's very good. I think Hadley is You hate how good Charles Johnson is. His hair is retarded. That's funny. You put some dollars on Johnson, you're going to hit, bro. Johnson's a good underdog, and I'm very excited to see how it comes through. I'm hyped for Johnson. I think he's got this thing. The inner G should get the victory. We're going Charles Johnson to win. 70% of my chat is already in agreement. More than 70%. I think that Hadley is kind of mid. I don't know what's impressive about Hadley. Like I'm really trying to think in my mind. He's got a real wide stance that I don't know. It just doesn't seem great for mobility against like a Johnson. His wins are Malcolm Gordon and Carlos Candelario. Carlos Candelario is a glorified street fighter. Okay, he's tough, but that's it. Malcolm Gordon is absolute mid-tier at best. He lost to Jimmy Flick. The losses on the other side for Charles Johnson, I mean, game opponents, like I said, Estevan, Grappling Savage, Durden, who also beat Hadley, Ode Osborne in a coin flip fight. He beat Jimmy Flick. Close fight with Zhumagulov, but beat him. Went distance with Mokaev. Like, he beat Carlos Mota outside of the UFC. He's fought in pro boxing a bit. Like, I think the stand-up game, the pro kickboxing experience, like, I think Johnson's good to go. Johnson beats a Jake Hadley. So we're going with Charles Johnson, underdog. in this fight right here. Go Urseg. Thanks for the Moicano impersonation last stream. So funny. Hey, Platypus, thank you for actually donating, asking me to do a dono last stream. That meant a lot to me, bro. Don't think it went unnoticed. Thank you for the $4.99. All right, so starting to see the underdogs come in. So we're going with Johnson, underdog. Hadley hasn't improved. I agree. He looks so mid to me. Hadley has good volume. He's not impressive to me. Hadley is not impressive at all to me. I think he's another overrated, fair-skinned Brit that comes into the UFC and is an absolute dud. That's the truth. Truth be told as such. That's what I think. That's what I think. He's a bum. He's a fucking bum. He's a British bum. He's a British bum, dude. And he's getting his ass worked. No fucking shot. No shot. Hadley, overrated AF. Bullshit. Hype. And the reality is he's mid. And I think Charles Johnson's pretty decent. Johnson might 30-27 his ass. Go Johnson money line as an underdog. Next fight. Very interesting one. Very interesting one. I'm hype as fuck for this next one. Holy shit. Guys, we're at 30 likes. Let's get 55 likes up in here. Let me get into the Ripsky territory as we close up, the prelims. I mean, granted, we still got some left, but, as we keep on running it. Keep running the likes up, man. All right, poll is up for the next one, and this one here will not be a chalky-locky. It's a fucking underdog call. I think Billy Goff can beat Trey Waters. I don't think that Trey Waters can deal with Billy Goff's insane pressure. I really want to use a different word. And you know what? Fuck it, I'm using. I don't think he can deal with the retarded pressure of Billy Goff. Fuck it, I'm going base. I think that Billy Goff is going to be in Waters' face, just constantly coming after him. And I think that's going to cause Trey Waters to be uncomfortable, maybe even panic and get taken down here. I know you see Waters with this great reach advantage and this massive height advantage. But in all actuality, he's a point fighter from the outside, and Billy Goff is an in-your-face brawler. And I think that Trey Waters is going to struggle with the pressure style. I think Trey Waters is also going to be susceptible on the ground with Billy Goff, because if you're really tying up, you got 6'5" at 170 versus Billy Goff, 5'10", but jacked. I'm going with the 5'10" and jacked. I'm going with the Chad. Billy Goff's going to win. Billy Goff's going to win. I think Billy Goff's a great underdog. He's got an insane pressure game. He's got a ton of volume, high output guy. How you not a fan? Listening to AJ say Billy Goff makes me feel like I'm playing Mafia 2. That's fucking funny as shit. Coffee. What do you want, a coffee? I'll get you whatever the fuck you want. Dude, I thought the Chandler versus McGregor poster looked badass too. They were fucking savage emoji, bro. This whatever. The fucking facial expressions were off the charts. Aspinall is the only good white English fighter. Is there anybody else? Damn, I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head. Yeah. Dude, I think Goff's going to be so in his face. He's going to break Trey Waters. I just think, you know what? Trey Waters last time against fucking Josh Quinlan was not impressive. He didn't knock Quinlan out. Oh, but Quinlan was tough, man. Quinlan's a hard matchup. Josh Quinlan isn't an easy guy to fight. Well, let me tell you what I think about Josh Quinlan. He's at best, okay? He was taking steroids. He got exposed for taking steroids, and he's very beatable. I think that Trey Waters is going to piece him up. I think Trey Waters is going to get pieced up. Regardless of him piecing up Josh Quinlan, ignore the fucking absolute slur of the words. I really think that Billy Goff is going to be a nightmare for Trey Waters, man. I don't know. He's kind of like a worse Bobby Green. I know he's way taller, but that similar like tapping style. And I think Billy Goff is going to break him. Like, I don't know, man. I feel real good about Billy Goff as an underdog. I'm calling him the dog lock this week. So we're going with Billy Goff. I got some good underdog calls on this card, man. Currently, Goff is sitting at plus 143. That's magnificent. Trey Waters is minus 163. Goff to win by a KO is plus 325. But listen, just money line it. Just money line it. I do think it goes under 2.5 at minus 165 but I think money line's a money call. Billy Goff is nonstop action, bro. It's a great style. It's a style that excites me. Lock the Chads, exactly. We're going with the Chad Billy Goff to win as a dog, the underdog lock. I'm feeling damn good about it. I think we're going to hit home this weekend with an underdog attack. I owed you one with the dogs, man. I didn't want to chalky locky it up this week. I got plenty of like chalky locky, high confidence picks. Might as well snipe out a dog for you savages. So Billy Goff to win. You lock Chase Hooper? All right, Leon. Good luck, man. You got him plus 150 and round 2 or 3. Appreciate you telling people to like the stream, Leon. Good to see you, dog. Bro, I watch tape, and when you watch Trey Waters, he's like a tapper. He's a fight from the outside. Tap, tap, move, tap, tap, move. What's so impressive about Trey Waters? What's so impressive about him? He got bullied by Bonfim a year and a half ago. He beat Jalen Fuller, and I don't know, man. Billy Goff is a fucking savage style. And I think a guy who's willing to close the gap like that has got this shit down pat. I think Goff's getting the KO too, Anakin. Good call. Billy Goff gang in chat. Yo, W in chat if you're in the Billy Goff gang with me, if you're attacking the underdog, if you see the vision with the underdog onslaught this week. So W's in the chat for the Billy Goff gang, man. W it up. I got to take a sip here of a drink. What's impressive about Waters being 6'5" and weighing 170? That's about it. Hey, I appreciate the W's. You want the big rip gang? 55 likes, I'll do it. Big W to all you savages, bro. Billy Goff gang up in here. Billy Goff gang. 6'5". Listen, he might be 6'5", but his chin is what? 5'11"? And Billy Goff, is going to find that shit. Trust me, brother. You're going to lay him the fuck out. We're going Billy Goff for the finish. I'm going to bring the pull up for the next fight, and then I see the likes. I owe you guys a rip. We still got 3 more prelims. I got to be honest with you. This card is really nice. For a fight night card, they're bringing quality fights, good fighters, intriguing matchups. Like, this is a really good card. This is a really good card. I haven't really been following the rap beef, but I like what Kendrick Lamar was spitting, man. He makes Drake seem like a little bit of a creepy weirdo. And I could kind of get that vibe off of him. I don't know how to describe it. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, 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 it's time for the next fight. But first things first, I owe you guys a rip. So I'm going to use this time to have a, moment of positivity, you savages. I hope life is going well for everybody in chat. I appreciate you guys consistently supporting. Just earlier today, I passed 31,200 subscribers. So the support's outstanding, man. And I appreciate each and every one of you who tunes in throughout the whole week. Live streams, predictions, news reactions, betting breakdowns, fight companions, whatever you watch. Hopefully it's all of it. I do appreciate each and every one of you. So let me rip it up for you savages. The saxophone is going to take it home. The saxophone is going to take it home. Call me Mini Daniel Cormier because I got to wipe my face down. That was some live rosin, bro. It was menacing. It was a menacing live rosin rip. So one hitter and I'm chilling, bro. That one right there is potent beyond belief. That stuff right there will have you speaking your native tongue, bro. All right. Mamma mia, io piace UFC. Break it down the fight. All right, all right. Wadi, thank you for becoming a member, my brother. I'm doing a members stream immediately following this stream. I'll be doing a half hour with the members. So make sure you tune in to the members only stream. I appreciate you, savages. I appreciate you, savages. Yeah, yeah. What's up, Brick Laser? I'm doing good, man. Let's get to the ladies' fight. It's Tabatha Ricci versus Tecia Pennington. I had Tecia Torres. I've known her as Tecia Torres forever, but now she is married, and it is Tecia Pennington. Okay, so Leon, bring it up again after this fight or towards the end of the breakdown. I think that, okay. I think Tabatha Ricci wins, but here's my argument. Tecia Torres is a fucking hard matchup for any girl outside of like the top tier. And Tabatha Ricci is not the top tier. She lost to Lupi Godinez last time. Okay. Looking at Tecia, it's been inconsistent. She did lose 4 in a row, but Andrade, Jędrzejczyk, Wei Li, and Marina Rodriguez. Champion, pretty dangerous contender, right? Those losses have aged pretty well. Now she's 1-3 out of her last 4. She did lose a split decision to Mackenzie Dern last time in a toss-up. She beat Angela Hill back in 2021. She also had a child recently. So I'm picking Tabatha Ricci because I believe she's more in her prime. But let's be honest here. Tecia Pennington, not Tecia Torres. I almost said Tecia Torres. It's so locked in my brain. Tecia Pennington is tough to deal with. She's very fast and explosive. She's physically strong. She's got quality boxing. She could win a gritty decision. So if you got Ricci down and you're maybe attacking her with all your heat, I have to come with a little bit of a yellow flag. Because initially looking at this, before I really thought into it, I was like, man, Tecia Torres is a good underdog. And I honestly don't think she's an awful dog, though I'm picking Tabatha Ricci here. I think Torres or Pennington could win. As far as the betting lines, they do have Tabatha around -140. Pennington around +120. Looking at Pennington, Torres, but what the fuck? The last name's killing me. I'm calling it Torres. Decision is +160 and over rounds is -400. Do we have a fight ends in split decision? It might end in split decision. I'm going to say, I think that Ricci gets it on the cards because she'll be like more primed. But Tecia Pennington is really fucking like good. And like in her prime, Tecia Pennington was tough, man. You think Ricci's mid, you're going with Pennington? I respect you guys on Tecia's side. Ricci's okay. I mean, she's decent enough, but she's not great. It's one of those situations, man. It's one of those situations where it's like, I'll go Tecia, or excuse me, I'll go Tabatha, but Tecia's game. Any bar fights lately? Nah, bro, I'm a good man. Long shot prop of the week is the freest +600 ever. If he survives round 1, it will 100% cash. Ribovics round 2 +600 free money for all. Could hedge with small round 3. I just don't think that Ribovics is that good. And I'm actually going to be against you on the pick. We'll talk in a minute, Leon. But I understand the mentality with the bet. I'm going to close out the poll. The people have Tabatha Ricci to win. But Tecia Torres, she's gritty as fuck. You're going to this fight live. It's going to be my first card. I can't wait. I hope you enjoy the fuck out of it, Adam. I hope you have an amazing time, bro. All right. Boom. Poll is set. I got more to do. I ain't finished yet, my brother. We got plenty of fights on this card left. Holy shit, we got a lot. Next fight is actually going to be pretty on point to Leon's comment, which we were just talking about, because it's the fight that he's got the bet on. If it's not a pick of a fighter, it's a pick of round 2. Okay. I get it. Oh, shit. All right. Poll is up. Get your votes in on the poll. Vote, put them in, and let's run. Next fight on it, Terrence McKinney, Esteban Ribovics. You know, I am picking Terrence McKinney to win because I believe that he can finish the job Kemuela Kirk was unable to do. Kirk was dominating on the ground in the first round. And I think that Terrence McKinney on top position can do well. I think he could potentially lock up a sub over Ribovics, could also knock him out on the feet. I guess I'm just not high tier in the side of Esteban Ribovics. I just don't really think he's all that heat, man. I don't. I think Terrence McKinney can outstrike him. I think he's the better striker. I just think his gas tank is questionable. His gas tank is whack. It's whack. I got to go Terrence, guys. I have to. I think Terrence McKinney wins this fight. I think Terrence McKinney land some big punches on the feet. But if they're on the ground, I also think he's really live for sub. If you pick a McKinney, then bet McKinney round 1 plus 300 and Ribovics round 2 plus 600. You know what, Leon? I like your strategy here. This is the prop betting savagery from Leon, a.k.a. Oliver Aubin Mercier's burner account, Nestasog. I like the mentality, bro. I think it's fair. Every time McKinney fights a real UFC fighter, he loses, like Nazim and Bonfim. You know what? The Bonfim lost. The way he went out, it didn't age well after Vince Pichel went fucking distance at 47. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the odds for this one, McKinney is an underdog at plus 141. You know what? The round 2 and round 3 mentality that we have from Leon is cool. Plus 300 is for round 1 for McKinney. Round 2 for Ribovics is plus 525. I think if you are on Ribovics, you better go out and get it now. As far as money lines, Ribovics is a minus 160 favorite. McKinney plus 140. Is it faith in the McKinney hype train that is just consistently under-delivered? Maybe. We'll find out. Kaikara France called out Steve Bedtime Urseg to fight in Perth. Let's go. It's a great fight. I'd love to see it. I think that's the fight to make. I'm down as fuck for it. Terrence McKinney, guys. He's going to be the pick. We're going with him. T-Rex. And we're also at 66 likes, guys. We can get 100 likes before we jump to the main card. If we do, I'll shadow box during the fucking prelims, dog. Then I'll do another one for the main. At that point, you guys could ask me to do almost anything. Not a shoey, but I'll do it. McKinney, 62% of the people's picks. Team McKinney. Your boy Paku got a new job. Just pick up the brand new work van starting Monday. Congrats, Paku. I'm glad for you, bro. Hope you're making that fucking bread and enjoying it. Boom. You have no idea who wins this one? I mean, I get why. It's because Esteban Ribovics isn't that good, but Terrence McKinney is a consistent fader. He fades in fights. I mean, I think a lot of people bet him down. And his last 2 wins are scrubs, bro. Brandon Marodi and Mike Breeden. I guess Mike Breeden's pretty tough. Nazim Sadikov loss. Bonfim loss. Eric Gonzalez win. But look at this win. Faraziam win. That's a beautiful win. Matt Frivola win. But granted, they're very quick fights. I'm going to have faith in McKinney. I'm going to go with him. I'm going to throw the poll up for our next fight on the card, which I believe brings us to our featured prelim of the night. Yes, it does. And it's a fucking good one. Yo, if you're not impressed by these prelims, I honestly think you haven't been watching all the Apex cards as of recent, because looking at these fucking prelims right now, this looks like a main card at the UFC Apex, aside from maybe the Aldrich Hardy fight. This is main card fights all the way through and through. Chase Hooper, Vyacheslav Borshchev on a bad Apex card is the fucking co-main. So we got to really enjoy this card, man. I'm going to enjoy. Thank you, UFC. The 300 era is savagery, man. Boom. All right. Poll is up in the chat. Get your votes in. No, you're not late for members, Matt W. I'm doing the members stream after this one. So channel members, listen up. Following this stream, I'll be doing a members stream. I will post the link to the members stream in the community tab. If you missed the members stream and you're a member, you're an asshole. That's the truth. There's no other way to put it. So I hope you guys will be tuning in. All right. Next fight on the card, our featured prelim of the night. We got Chase Hooper versus Vyacheslav Borshchev. I believe Vyacheslav Borshchev can win this by knockout here. Chase Hooper is still a very fragile striker. His stand-up game is essentially non-existent. I mean, it's okay, right? It's gotten a little better. He's not the worst striker of all time. We give him a hard time, but he lacks any athleticism in his stand-up, any power in his hands. Chase Hooper is just not impressive striking. His jiu-jitsu, on the other hand, is extremely impressive. Slava Claus is a badass striker, a really badass striker, with kind of shite grappling. But how shite is Vyacheslav Borshchev's grappling? Truth question for you guys, right? How shite is his grappling really? Here's my examples that I'm going to bring up to say maybe it's not as shite as we think. Mike Davis, Mark Jacasey losses. Mark Jacasey is pretty damn good at out wrestling a lot of guys who aren't like pedigreed wrestlers and controlling them. Mike Davis is a fucking beast. Last time out, Nazim Sadikov draw. I don't hate that for Vyacheslav Borshchev. Dropped Mahashate and flattened him. I think you look at Chase Hooper's stand-up, regardless of the grappling potential, he was laid out by Steve Garcia. He's been touched up with some big punches. He did go distance with Steven Peterson, but I think Vyacheslav Borshchev would be more of a knockout artist here in this fight. Win over Jordan Levitt, who's a horrible striker in his own right, and just a grappler, a perfect fight for Chase. Win over Nick Fiore by decision. Fiore's like surprisingly tough, but, you know, he had okay exchanges too with Chase Hooper because he's a grappler. I'm going to go with the side of Vyacheslav Borshchev by knockout. I'm going to say that he's going to have the grappling resiliency and defense to deal with Chase Hooper, who's a non-specialized wrestler. Can we also talk about that? Chase Hooper is a non-specialized wrestler. Yes, he has very good grappling, but he's not a high pedigreed wrestler. He doesn't have incredible takedowns. Now, he will get fights to the ground, and he could even jump your back with his freakishly long limbs, but I think Borshchev is going to knock him out. So I'm going with Vyacheslav. Hooper is only an underdog because people kept underrating Garcia. Garcia is way more powerful than Slava. Dude, Steve Garcia is decent for sure, but he's also reckless. Mahashate laid him out because Steve Garcia ran into him like a fucking moron with his chin out. Borshchev has been taken down like 27 times in UFC, has never been in any submission trouble. What the fuck is a soy wrestler Chase Hooper going to do to a legit kickboxer? I think if anything, he can control position, but I don't think he gets to finish, and I think Slava's going to knock him out. So Slava Claus by KO is the pick. We're going with Borshchev. He's a minus 140 favorite here. Looking at Chase Hooper, he's a plus 120 underdog. Also, interesting, over 1.5, minus 125. Does it go over? That's scary, man. Money line is real close. Borshchev by KO plus 110. Hooper by submission plus 215. The over 1.5 at minus 125. I don't know. It's like it could happen, but I'm kind of envisioning Borshchev with a knockout chance throughout the whole thing. So kind of becomes, I don't want to say an unbettable line, right? Because it is close money. It's a riskier money line onslaught where you play Borshchev with the one fear is he has shown grappling to be his weakness altogether. But Chase Hooper is not a high pedigree wrestler. He's not strong, okay? As much as we don't want to talk about muscle and physiques in fighting, can we just take a moment to compare? Okay, compare the frame of Chase Skinny Hooper, okay, who's thin as fuck. He's a very thin guy, to Mike Davis, who's absolutely fucking stacked, and Mark Jacasey, who's absolutely fucking stacked. There is a different level of grappling strength. Yes, Chase Hooper might be a slicker Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner, but as far as in a fight with Borshchev, I think Borshchev can muscle out of things here, stop the takedown, survive on the ground, and I think he's going to end up knocking Chase Hooper flat on the feet, man. I think there's a different level with the stand-up for sure, but also with the physicality, man. Chase Hooper is getting stronger. Don't get it twisted. He's still only 24. He's got a lot of time to grow, but he's a horrible striker, and he responds horribly to punches to the chin. We're going with the side of Vyacheslav Borshchev for the win. That's it. That's the call. Guys, we're at 78 likes. Bro, let's hit 100 likes right now. I'm ready to fucking shadow box before this main card. Let's get 100 right now. 100 likes right now. And I'm fucking dusting the gloves off, bro. I'm fucking shadow boxing it up. I got the gloves right behind me. I'm ready to throw. I'm ready to drop them like fucking Jake Paul right now. I'm ready to put him down like the bums he's fighting. And Borshchev wins the people's call. What's up, J-Mac? Good to see you, man. Chase looked better at the higher weight class. I'm not arguing that. Chase has looked better at the higher weight class. I just really do believe that we see a fair shake for Vyacheslav Borshchev, man. I do. I'm excited to jump to the main card. We're about to get to it in a second. I'm giving you guys a couple more seconds. I'll give you guys until 39:30 to hit 100 likes for the shadow box right now. But we're a ways away still. We're 9 away. If not, don't worry. I'll shadow box it up on the main card. But genuinely, For the main card, I'm running the like goal up to 150. I think we can hit a 150 live likes on the main card. So show some love for your boy. Support the channel, the late night live, and support the journey to 32,000 subs. We're honestly not that far away, like less than 800 away. So make sure you're one of the new people subscribing it up. All right, we're 3 away. We missed it, guys. We missed it. I'll give you another 10 seconds, but we missed it. I'll be shadow boxing it up at the end, it seems like. Don't worry, the shadow box is guaranteed, but I'll do a 150 likes, shadow box, and Rębecki. We're going to get the poll up for the main card. I appreciate you guys at least smashing the likes. We're at 99. We just missed it by 1, but no problem. We're doing it at the end. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's coming at the end because we'll pass the 100 like mark. We're going for 150, though. All right, let me get the poll up for our main card opener. Main card opener is a cool one. Main card opener is a fight that I'm interested in. Boom. There we go. Despaigne is up. Cortes-Acosta is up. Bada bang, bada boom. All right. Bam. There it is. Here we go. Let's jump to our main card opener. If you're watching, make sure you smash the likes. And if it's your first time on the channel, subscribe. If not, you're missing out on banger content, bro. If you like the fight game, this is the channel for you. Keep it locked in. Waldo Cortes-Acosta versus Rebellis Despaigne. I think it is time for Waldo to lay down, okay? This is going to be the fight where his chin is cracked. And many of you will say, well, he's never been knocked out in MMA. I think he takes a decent shot. He's been KO'd 3 times out of his 4 boxing losses, and he's dealing with a freak in Rebellis Despaigne, who I think has substantial power. Somehow only an 84-inch reach. Here, it's 87. Ignore that stat. No way. Can you imagine they corrected? If Rebellis doesn't have an 87-inch reach, they corrected it to 84. No, it's 87 inches. Come on, ESPN. Come on, ESPN. Don't disrespect our boy. I think Rebellis Despaigne's knocking Waldo out. I think he is. I mean, has Waldo ever seen this? A guy that has a 9-inch reach advantage? I don't care about him having 10 boxing matches. Rebellis Despaigne is a freakish fighter, and I think Waldo's going to get hit with a powerful straight shot, and I think he's going to end up getting put down. I'm going to have faith that Rebellis Despaigne is as good as advertised, okay? Because it needs to happen for the heavyweight division. We have too many damn fat, beer-bellied, slow-plodding heavyweights in the UFC, and I'm fucking sick of it. I want some fucking savages. Jailton Almeida. Yeah. Jailton Almeida won. Jacked for sure. But Jesus, can't throw a fucking punch. Can't throw a punch. Yeah, Waldo's getting laid clean. Despaigne round 1. That's plus money. That's the value. Let's bring up the odds for this fight. Odds for this matchup. Waldo Cortes-Acosta is plus 210. Deserves it. Chalky Locky, high confidence call. Rebellis Despaigne, minus 250. Now looking here, okay? Rebellis Despaigne to get the win via KO is terrible line, minus 170. You got to throw it hard down on him. What about in round 1? Despaigne in the first round, what is that? Minus 120. Knockout in the first round, minus 115. We got no plus money on this motherfucker. Unless he gets it done in the second, then you got plus 750, but that's probably not going to happen. I think that Rebellis Despaigne is going to catch Waldo with a straight right. I think he's going to use his long striking, attack the legs a little, and he's going to find Waldo with a clean shot. I think the thudding power of Rebellis Despaigne is extremely high caliber, and I think Waldo's going to end up getting flattened here. And a lot of people are going to be jumping up and down on the hype train of Despaigne. People in the chat saying there's still some Despaigne plus money availability. Well, go get your votes on that, or go get your fucking bets on it. Where? If you find it plus, you're a menace. If you find it plus, you're a savage. But I just don't think it's likely you're going to find plus money for Rebellis Despaigne in the first round. Right now, I'm seeing minus tags all over the place. But if you find it definite, I really love the chances of it. I think Waldo's getting knocked the fuck out. This is an example of MMA karma, okay? Ihor Potieria, taunt Shogun, look how it ended up for him. Waldo was an absolute asshole against a legend in Arlovsky. The MMA gods are bringing Rebellis Despaigne, and he's punching through the head of Waldo. We're going Despaigne. We're going violence. We're going vicious fashion. We're going emphatic knockout, and we're going, hell yeah, I can't wait because I need a new heavyweight prospect on the come up, man. 91% of the people in chat, damn. Everybody's on him. Beverly, thank you for the good breakdown, love. I appreciate you. Everybody's on him. As they should be, though. As they should be, though. Everybody should be on him, bro. It should. It should. This is the truth. It should. Everybody should. Everybody should. I'm sorry, but I'm not, I'm not a Waldo's witness. I'm a rebellious Despaigne fucking fan. I think he's going to knock him out for real, though. All jokes aside. I'm going to throw the poll up for our next fight on the card, which is our second fight on the main. Bruce Leroy, Alex Caceres, Alex Cesare. Bruce Leroy gets a lot of respect from me, okay? I want to first thing say that, like right out the gate, because when I had like 30 or 40 subscribers, bro, maybe it was 50, but this dude did an interview with me. And then when I had 10K, he never replied to me. So I don't know. It is what it is, how the fight game goes. But nonetheless, respect to Caceres for coming on the channel when there was really no purpose because ain't nobody was watching. He's fighting Sean Woodson. I am picking Sean Woodson to win. I think Woodson's striking from distance is a big factor. And honestly, the fact that Alex Caceres sat in there and struck with kickboxer Giga Chikadze, you know what that tells me? He's a striking-minded guy. He's not going to now look to submit Sean Woodson either. I guess I'm not anticipating it. It's not that Caceres has bad jiu-jitsu, but Sean Woodson's not getting taken down by Caceres. He's not getting controlled by Caceres. This is not the guy. They're going to be striking a lot. Woodson's a quick boxer. I think he can land some decent punches on the feet. I think Woodson's the better striker. I think he gets a clean W over Alex Caceres. I think he looks pretty good doing it. I know Caceres has had some great moments, and there's times where I really do believe in him. And, you know, his recent run hasn't been bad. He had been on, what, a little 2-fight win streak since his loss to Sadiq Youssef. He, fought against Giga and took an L as well. Before that, he had a win streak going on. Steven Peterson, Chase Hooper, Austin Springer, Kevin Kroom, Sungwoo Choi. He's submitting Sungwoo Choi, but Sungwoo Choi is terrible. Austin Springer is atrocious, okay? Yeah, no. He knocked out Julian Erosa, but Julian Erosa's chinny as fuck. Sean Woodson's coming to his own, and I know he does have an Erosa loss back in 2020. That's a long time ago, man. He has a draw to Luis Saldana back in 2022, but he's getting better. Something to be said about Sean Woodson is he has shown dramatic MMA improvement, which is an aspect of his game that I really like, is the fact that he is getting better every fucking time, okay? I really do. I've been drinking. Bro, you're drinking delusion, my man. All I've had today is a fucking Coke Zero. Get the fuck out. Don't disrespect the Mac. You know what I'm saying? I think Sean Woodson wins. I think the tricky striking, pop, taps from the outside, movement and rhythm. I think Sean Woodson beats Bruce Leroy. I do. I have faith that he does. We're going Sean Woodson for the win. He's pulling it off. Trust me. Trust me. Believe me this. I tell you. Believe me this. 78% of the people, odds-wise, he's chalky, bro. It was minus 190 throughout the week. Now minus 225. So you're getting in late to the party. You're going to be betting a lot down, okay? It was minus 185 as of what? May, where the fuck is it? May 5th? May 5th? It was like 195 yesterday. Now it's all the way minus 225. But I do think Sean Woodson beats Bruce Leroy. I do think we're going distance. The over's minus 280. Woodson to win by a decision is the official pick, minus 105. I think he's getting a decision win. I believe it wholeheartedly. I do. I really believe. I believe in Sean Woodson, man. AJ, do the people pay impression. Listen, bro, you telling me to talk about the people paying, then you got to drop a dono for that impression. I'm sorry, bro. It's just how it goes. The game's evolved. You can thank fucking people in chat, bro. That's it. Your Western Mass, Greg Yollers. That's the true Western Mass unmasked. 78% of my people are on Woodson, and I think you guys are right. Bruce Leroy's okay, but come on, man. Nah, Bruce Leroy ain't the guy here. Bruce Leroy ain't the guy, bro. AJ, why are you picking the wrong guy? Doing a twist, picking losers this week? Shut up, Leon. You know I'm picking the winners. You think Bruce Leroy is going to beat him? Nah. I think Woodson's too clean. Does Saldana beat Caceres? Bro, fucking throw that MMA math in the fucking trash can. Because shit doesn't make sense in the game. MMA math is delirium, okay? MMA math will have you making wrong picks all day. Adriano Martinez beat Islam Makhachev. Does Adriano Martinez knock out Dustin Poirier? No. Woodson is going to outbox him. Exactly. Sean Woodson for the W. That's the truth to be told about the whole thing. You guys all know it deep down. And that's it. We're going to keep running up. All right, I'm going to throw the poll up for the next one. Oh, this next one's good. This next one's real good. This next one has me very interested. I mean, granted, every fight does, but this one has a lot of appeal. And it is a bit of a mismatch. It should be, at least. Okay. Poll is up for our next fight. Yo, guys, make sure you smash the likes. We're at 109 likes. The stream goal is 150 likes. We definitely got enough people to make it happen. So make sure you all smash the likes. And if you're new, sub it up. All right, let's talk this next fight. We got Diego Ferreira versus Mateusz Rębecki. I think that Mateusz Rębecki is going to destroy Diego Ferreira. I really do. Like, Diego Ferreira's striking is oh my God, but he knocked out Michael Johnson. I will be honest with you. There's certain punches that we call lucky in fighting. That was it. The fucking eyes closed from last week, ducking overhand. He fully shut his eyes as he's throwing him, and he's praying, please, God, please allow me to hit this punch. It comes directly over. Somehow Michael Johnson hands it down, and he goes stiff. Okay? Michael Johnson, unfortunately, doesn't have a great chin at this point. Diego Ferreira has a winging overhand with some pop behind it. I'll be honest, though. If Michael Johnson wasn't trying to be so slick, he probably weaves that punch easily. Instead, he gets laid out. Rębecki's going to beat the shit out of Diego Ferreira. He's going to beat the shit out of him. If he doesn't beat the fuck out of Diego Ferreira, I think that's a shock. I think Rębecki could take him down and beat him up. I think he'll rock him on the feet. Rębecki is going to start like a pit bull, and I think the 39-year-old Diego Ferreira is getting chinned, man. I've never thought Diego Ferreira was horrible per se, but I think he's gotten slower over the years. And I know people say, oh, but he's coming off a win, man. Maybe at 39, does he got a shot? I mean, bro, he beat Michael Johnson, but nah. Losses before, Gamrot lost, Gregor Gillespie lost. Now, he does have a split decision in 2021 with Beneil Dariush. He did beat Anthony Pettis, but Anthony Pettis was washed. He did beat Tasmunov at one point, or Tasmuov, who was pretty good. Rustam Khabilov, but like, bro, I'm telling you, it's a different version of him. Unless he's on the Brazilian supplements. I don't know. If he's got that Brazilian TRT, then we might be in trouble with Rębecki. That's what I'll tell you. If you show up to the weigh-ins, okay, and you're watching and you see the delts are as round as you've ever seen them for Diego Ferreira, and he doesn't look like, you know, a lopsided pig, then maybe, just maybe, the Brazilian supplements are in full effect here this weekend, and he pulls it off. But if the fight game makes any sense, Rębecki should beat the shit out of him. And I'm going to pick Rębecki to beat the shit out of him. Now, he's minus 510. It's a disgusting line. At this point, it's shit. Like, if you would have played earlier in the week, you could have put in a parlay, but now it's like, the fuck, man? What the fuck? Rębecki by KO plus 115, inside distance minus 150. I don't know. I don't give a shit about this fucking betting lines. I like the fight, but it sucks. Seeing minus 510, I feel bad, man. Like, I am confident Rębecki wins, but minus 510, it becomes shit territory, bro. It does. It becomes shit territory. You love Rębecki by sub? Good luck, man. But Diego's never been submitted, to be fair. They should just be put. I think that's what they're doing. I hope that's what they're doing. If Diego somehow fucking wins, I don't even understand. In the works, bro. ITDW IDW in the works, bro. In the works, okay? I will make a Discord, brother. AJ versus Angelo, we want picks. Been trashing ya? Nah. I'm not offended by Angelo. He reached out to me maybe 2 weeks ago, and he said, yo, you're doing a good job with the channel, man. I said, yeah, congrats to your success, too. I appreciate the $4.99. My man, I'm not a bitter guy. I'm really not bothered by much. They can say this guy's an asshole. He's a prick. He sucks. He's this. He's that. To be honest with you, it don't really bother me, man. We're doing content. I'm in my lane. They're in theirs. God bless. God bless. Italian AJ, the real pasta king. Thank you. I appreciate the $4.99 though, Justin Rice. Thanks for the money. All right. So this fight here is pretty much Rębecki to win. And that's the truth, man. That's the truth. Boozing hard tonight, are you? You know what I like about trolls? When they actually dig at you in a proper way, bro. I really don't drink very often. So saying I'm boozing hard tonight is just kind of a delirious take, man. Like, I don't know. It's like not funny either, man. Like Jacob Cunningham, you need to step your game up, dude. You need better trolling because everybody in the chat knows I'm not a boozer. All I know is to make stacks off your picks. True story. Fuck the trolls. Hey, thank you, the butcher. I am Italian, bro. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's happening? How you doing? All right. So I am going to close out the poll, which has an overwhelmingly high percentage of Rębecki. AJ, why did you like Ian Gary's post on IG? Fuck you, bro. You think I like that bullshit post? Ian Gary's ass out like that? Fuck no. I said Ian Gary. What the fuck, man? We're making jokes about John Jones being fruity. What the fuck is Ian Gary then? No man should be posting his cheeks on that, bro. I don't understand. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me, bro. It doesn't. It's very strange. It's very strange. But you know what? More power to him. Whatever. If that's what Ian Gary wants to do, fuck it. God bless him, bro. God bless. That shit's weird to me, man. Definitely don't help the trolling. Like, what the fuck? Why are you posting your ass like that, man? Nobody wants to see it. Unless it was a fucking AI fake. I saw it on fucking Twitter, bro. Very strange. Very strange. But listen, God bless him. God bless him, bro. God bless him. God bless him. Yeah, yeah. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Poll is coming up for our next fight on the card. And this next fight is actually going to be a fun discussion because I have a deep take on this one. All right. Our next fight on the card is Alonzo Menifield versus Carlos Ulberg. So I am going to pick Carlos Ulberg, but I have some worry. I mean, let's be fair. He didn't look that good against Da-Un Jung. He looked decent, right? He stung him with some big shots. The straights were on point. He finished them late, but he shot a takedown late and got Da-Un Jung down. But like Carlos Ulberg was kind of gassing there, and Da-Un Jung was having some success. If you're gassing and Alonzo Menifield is swinging shots at you, Carlos Ulberg doesn't have that takedown option. Now, I'm not telling you that the fight's going to go exactly like the damn matchup with Da-Un Jung. I think Alonzo Menifield is pretty tough, though. He's very heavy-handed. He's fucking thick, too, and strong on the inside. His reach is pretty long. Now, if you're talking skill, if you are talking striking skill, if you said, okay, show me what good striking is as far as somebody that just, is curious about striking technique. Alonzo Menifield is slapping the overhand and sometimes hammer fisting down, whereas Carlos Ulberg is slick, smooth, has beautiful technique. Like, it looks way cleaner. And it should be enough to win. The thing is, Alonzo Menifield does have nuclear option, toughness, and awkwardness to his game. And sometimes that weird shit works. Now, I'm going to pick Ulberg to win, but I do think Menifield could be hard to deal with. Note, Menifield was chinned by OSP a while back, and it was a counter hook. Ulberg does have a good counter hook. But Menifield's going to be strong. He's going to have a puncher's chance. He's going to have a gas tank. Is Ulberg, to me, worth minus 265? No. Would he be worth minus 170? Maybe. Minus 150, yes. I see the lines as overly wide towards the up-and-comer. And of course, because Ulberg is better for the UFC. If Carlos Ulberg goes out there, knocks out Alonzo Menifield, my God, it is so much better for the fucking UFC. But truth be told, Alonzo Menifield is tough and experienced. He's game. I'm going to go with Ulberg as the pick, but I'm putting a cautionary tale out as far as the confidence towards the betting side. Now, looking at Ulberg to win decision plus 350. I do think that Menifield's durability could last him the full 3. Note that Fabio Charant, even though this was the early Ulberg, has a similar frame to Alonzo Menifield, and he went 3 rounds with Carlos Ulberg. I don't think Ulberg is this unbeatable force. I think he's got really clean technical striking, but as he fatigues in fights, the vulnerabilities will show. And just because your technique is cleaner does not make you guaranteed to win a fist fight, dog. I like the dirtiness of Menifield. So Menifield might be a decent underdog because he shouldn't be plus 225. So if you're feeling that line, I think the value's on the damn dog side. The pick is Ulberg still, okay? But Menifield, pretty tough, man. Pretty game. Pretty game. Looking at the prop, actually, I want to see what's a Menifield decision prop. Menifield by decision is up at plus 650, but I've seen it as high as plus 800. People in the chat are picking Ulberg at 60% approximately. So the people do like Ulberg. I think Ulberg from the outside is slick for sure, but he's going to be getting constantly pressed by Menifield. And I'm damn excited to see how this fight ends up playing out. You think Ulberg's going to look minus 500, closest thing to a lock on the wild card or the whole card? Damn, you think he's going to look that good, bro? I don't know, man. Could it be the New Zealand-Australia bias from you, bro? That's the real question. And if it is, let me know. Ulberg is 56% of the people's picks. You got Ulberg decision plus 350. I think the over 1.5 is valuable too, because I do think Menifield's tough enough to go over 1.5. I think that's a pretty good play. So there is some decent bets on this fight. And I think competitive matchup, I'm going to pick Ulberg, but just cautionary tale. I do think it's a hard fight. That's it. That's the truth. That's the truth, my brother. All right. All right. Let's keep running. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right. The poll is up in the chat. I think Ulberg can take a title win. If Ulberg wins by knockout Saturday, I'll start to be sold. Right now, I'm not. Next fight is our co-main event. It's Joaquin Buckley versus Nursultan Ruziboev. Guys, I got to fucking stop moving this thing, but I'm trying to make the magical look. You know what I'm saying? I think that Buckley is going to win. I think Nursultan Ruziboev is the fraud of the week. And I know some of you like, bro, he's not a fraud. Look at his wins. Okay, when I'm saying fraud of the week, I'm not saying he's a fucking fraud as a fighter. I'm saying he would be a loser in the fight. And there are some substantial red flags that make me think he deserves to be an underdog here. And I do not personally see it as a dog that I'm going to be sniping. I think Buckley on the other side is live. Now, I do think Buckley is looking absolutely hideous with his shaved head and beard. He looks like a fucking Muppet. And honestly, what the fuck, man? Who's his stylist? Buckley, can you grow some cornrows or something? Like, Jesus, man. He's making the schnoz like the full feature of his face. So that's some word of advice to Buckley. Hopefully he steps that up. I think Ruziboev is going to lose, though, because he's cutting a fuckload of weight. He's coming down from 185 now 6 weeks ago, but this fight wasn't announced 6 weeks ago, okay? This fight was actually brought to the light after UFC 300. So 300 was April 14th. What did he have? At best, 4 weeks, and he's coming from 85 to 70, and that's the dog savagery call? I don't think so. I think Buckley's going to win at home. I think Buckley's rising right now. Oh, he beat Luque, but Luque's washed. He still fucking beat Luque, though. Let's look at Nursultan Ruziboev, okay? Impressive as fuck on the record. Last fight at 170. When was it? Let's see. He fought as high as what? He fought at fucking 196 his fight before his UFC debut. Last fight at 170. Where was it? I'm trying to find it, man. Last fight at 170 was 175 in 2021. 185 again. 170. His last fight at 170 was in 2021. It was January of 2021. He fought a 20-25 Maxime Soroka, and he won by Kimura in 35 seconds. So that is a good win nonetheless. But, bro, he hasn't been a welterweight as of late, and he is 30 now, and he looks like a full-sized 85er, and now he's cutting down to 170? I don't think so, man. I don't think it's going to work out as planned. He's an 85er now, a full-sized 85er. He's 6'5". I do think the first round's crazy. I think Ruziboev's best chance to win is earlier, because I do think with a substantial weight cut like this, he will gas as we get to the later part of the fight. But I am going to tell you this, guys. Pay attention to Ruziboev to look good on the cards, okay? Or look good on the cards. Look good on the scales. Pay attention to Ruziboev on the scales. We need to give an in-depth look of Ruziboev on the scales. Because truth be told about it all, I think he might miss weight. So I'm going with Buckley. Odds have him as a -129 favorite. Ruziboev around +110. The over 1.5 is -145. That's pretty likely here. Ruziboev to win by sub is +500. Buckley to win by knockout +130. Buckley to win by decisions, it's at +425. I'm picking Buckley in a close fight. I think you can get a third round stoppage potentially, maybe a third round KO or a decision. So Buckley round 3. We got a Buckley round 3 or decision. No, I'm not seeing it. Buckley wins round number 3 by KO is +850. I'm going with Buckley. I think Ruziboev's weight cut is going to come back to haunt him, and I think he's taking an L. I understand why some of you guys don't trust Buckley. I get it. But I think Nascimento is so unproven. Even Nascimento's last win, like, he did poke Dumas in the eye, and it wasn't like he was completely washing him before then. I think everybody's really jumping all over Ruziboev right now, but I'm going to say it's going to end up being a mistake for you guys. That's what I think. I think it'll end up being a mistake. Ruziboev, not the boy, lad. I don't think he is. I seriously don't. I don't believe in him. But I respect you guys on the other side. I think that Saturday will tell all. Tomorrow is going to tell a lot. The Weigh-In Recap show, make sure you're watching. It's going to tell a lot. You fading me on this one? That's fine. Listen, you do whatever you feel like. I'm not hurt. All right, let's see where the main event picks are at, though. Now you guys got me fucking curious. The fuck is going down on the main event? What's up, Sleuth? I see you, bro. Banam, bam, baram, banam, bana, bana, bam, bam, bana. Banam, bam, bam, bana. Main event of the evening for UFC St. Louis. If you guys haven't, make sure you smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to it. Show some love. I appreciate you guys all supporting. It's been a tremendous late night live, and we got a great main event to talk about. Derrick Lewis versus Rodrigo Nascimento, and I feel like a robot right now as I'm saying great main event. That was like an auto response. No, it's an okay one. Great card, okay main. I'm happy Derrick Lewis is in the main event. Nascimento is a Yogi Bear of the heavyweight division. He's a pudding cake, okay? It looks like he's fucking eating jelly rolls, my man. I think that Rodrigo Nascimento is shite. I have not been impressed by him, man. He got laid out by Chris Daukaus. How can I forget? Chris Daukaus is a Derrick Lewis victim and a half. Chris Daukaus is still going to therapy this day following that knockout loss against Derrick Lewis. And Nascimento, who curdled up when he got in the fucking cage with Chris Daukaus, is going to beat Derrick Lewis. I don't care if Derrick Lewis was 53. I think he's kicking Rodrigo Nascimento's ass any day of the week. Nascimento doesn't have great wrestling. He has smothering pressure, but it's not overly impressive. He has okay boxing, but he's hittable as fuck. I think he's shit. Okay? Truth be told, I think Nascimento is really bad. I think he's got a great record, 11-1. But when you dig into it, it ain't worth much to me. He's Don'Tale May's level. He's a little better than that. Win over Dontel Mays by decision. A split decision win over Ilir Latifi, where he looked like shit. A split decision with Tanner Bozier. A win over Alan Baudet. He got rocked in that fight. A loss to Chris Dawkins, brutal knockout loss. And then before that, it was Dontel Mays and his sub on Contender Series back in the day. Bro, I don't think he's it. Derrick Lewis should lay him out. I know Derrick Lewis is slumping right now, but he beat De Lima, who's better. He destroyed Dawkins. He knocked out Blaze. Like, come on, man. I think Derrick Lewis has still got some danger left in him. And if Derrick Lewis loses to Rodrigo Nascimento, fucking retire. Dead serious. Fucking retire. Okay? Because this should be an ass whooping. It doesn't matter if he doesn't want 5 rounds. It's a one punch. It's one punch. Right now, the polls are all over Lewis, as they should be. We should be on Derrick Lewis in fucking droves, okay? Because I really think Nascimento's not good, man. Yeah, I picked McKinney earlier. Lewis, Blades, Rosenstruck, Roundtree, Chris Dawkins is traumatized and gets scared whether he sees a big black man to this day. Holy shit, KZ. I can't even believe you got me reading that. Lewis is claiming he's in his prime right now. We shall see. I think Lewis breaks Nascimento's syndrome. So do I, bro. So do I. Making me look bad on the news in Derrick Lewis voice. My balls was hot. My balls was hot. Listen, Donald Trump, he said I gotta knock out Russia since Putin's watching. Rodrigo is about as skilled as a random 25-year-old fat guy with a thick skull. No MMA skills. 10 out of 10 comment, bro, Leon. That's funny as fuck. The odds for the fight. Minus 157, Derrick Lewis. I'm hoping he looks minus 700. Nascimento, plus 137. He's a trash can. He's a salami. Lewis by KO, minus 145. Lewis in the first round, minus... No, Lewis in the first round, plus 190. Lewis by KO in the first round, plus 200. I think Lewis can knock out Nascimento in the first 2, really, but the first round for sure. There's more value if you're going for second round knockout. If he did go second round knockout for Lewis, it's plus 450. So, Derrick Lewis for a destructive win in what should be a one-sided ass whooping of a fight. Like, that's just what makes sense to me. If it's anything else, I'm surprised, man. I am. Lewis has got this. Rodrigo's getting barbecued. If Lewis got a sub, I'd lose my fucking mind, Leon. Guys, we are currently at 127 likes. Let's get 150 likes up in here. I know we can pull it off. We got more than enough people to hit the goal. If any of you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll read off the live subscribe account because I'm curious. And don't worry, I'm not forgetting. I got a shadow box. What do you think? You think I forget? All right, let's see. Let's see. Bada bang, bada boom. We're at 31,223 subs. Honestly, if I could get 31,225, that to me would be making the fucking stream, yo. That would be savagery. Well, I told you guys the shadow box is incoming. I promised it. I'm not gonna lie to my people. I'm not gonna do you guys a disservice. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the heat with the shadow box. Okay, this is the truth be told. All right. Here we go, man. I feel like Rocky getting off the fucking stool after the 7th round. All right. Let's put the fucking gloves on. Can't do too much because the fucking hat comes off, man. Woo. Was fighting 7 minions, exactly. Ooh, CM Punk will lay you out. That's funny as shit. If CM Punk laid me out, it'd be funny as fuck. Give me a lock so I can put 1K on it. Underdog Goff. I had to keep the hat on, bro. I couldn't let it fly off. If it fell, it would have been terrible. Shadow boxing like a true MMA fighter with a record of 9-12. That's funny as shit. Go AJ. Thank you. Thank you. I've been KO'd through the screen. I just woke up. Wake up, Fight Mill. That was super OP. Thanks, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. More head movement, AJ. It's getting better, all right? Rome wasn't built in a fucking day. I want to react to my own shadow box. I like to watch it. All right, let's rewatch it here. All right. So I look like Sean Strickland at the beginning. Okay, the head's a little bit moving. All right, it's a little stuck on the center line with the jab. I got to work on that a little bit. But there's a good bounce to it. The hook looks smooth, man. The lead hook, the overhand, the uppercut, pretty clean moves. I look like Poirier, to be honest. Nah, the hook is money, though, man. You guys can bullshit all you want. The hook is pretty clean. The flying knee is legendary, and the hair looks great. Urseg like striking. That's fucking great. I'll bring more head movement next time. I got you, bro. I appreciate the tips, dog. A kick next time, I'll throw a fucking side kick. 15 seconds of cardio, the max. Me and Conor McGregor got the same gas tank. I got to roll the shoulders more, I know. AJ more like always jabbing. Yeah, I am a jab heavy. I like the jab, man. It's a beautiful punch. The jab works tremendously. Pa, pa, pa. Cardio? Yeah, bro. I've been doing cardio every day, actually. Cardio's gotten a lot better. AJ kind of looks like me boxes, right? I was doing jiu-jitsu for a while. Yeah, I got my blue belt in jits, bro. I had some sick moments, but I be chilling, man. I be chilling. I be building the absolute freakish physique. One day I will unveil the physique fully on stream, and you guys will probably say, damn, this guy's fucking jacked. Surprisingly in good shape for a fat boy. Bro, you can see like 3 of my abs, bro. I'm not fat. Jab does bust up the nose. Lightning jab. We need a Bobby Green hands low shadow box. I'll bring that. I'll work on it, man. I'm not like Bobby Green style. I don't understand the comfortability of that. I'd be too worried about getting fucking kicked with the head kick or overhand shot. I don't know. I'm not very Bobby Green. Bobby Green is wild. He's a fucking crazy man. Keeps his hands by his side. He's tapping you. Pa, 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 pa. Like he's a menace to society. Oh, and if you guys are wondering, I've been thinking about this for a while. I don't really like doing parlays on this show because literally I did them yesterday with this week's best of MMA bets. I'd rather do them Friday with the quality knowledge of how the weigh-in looked instead of just bullshitting parlays to you guys. Now, I've been on earlier in the week, though. I said Rębecki, Jousset, high confidence parlay. The line sucks now for that, though. So if you're getting in now, you're a little late. Autistic jabroni. Holy shit. Forget the nose, go for the liver. I should pull out some Dutch kickboxing style shit. Bro, you know I'm actually fully Dutch now. I'm transracial, bro, or trans ethnicity, so whatever the fucking word would be. I'm setting up the members stream, man. I'm slurring my words up in here. Members only. Members stream is going down after this one, okay? If you're not a member, honestly, if you're not a member, what the fuck? Why? Why not? Why not support the boy? Why not come to a members only stream, have a good time, hang out with me? Like, why not? What are you doing? What else are you doing? What else are you doing with your time that you're not a member? I need to get a thumbnail for this members only stream. What do I want to use? I'm feeling lazy right now. I don't feel like fucking doing another thumbnail. I got so many of them. I'm reusing one. I'm just using this one. Fuck it. Boom. Not pointing at anything. Just putting my finger up in the air. The members only stream is going to be fully up in 1 second. Oh, shit. Member stream. All right. Members only. Here we go. I like to do it right now so I can at least send you guys the link so you can go directly there. If you're, sitting around waiting, you might end up forgetting. I don't know. Some of you guys, I don't know. I don't know if you guys got goldfish memories or not. You get what I'm saying? I hope you don't. Bam. Boom. The members stream is up. Look at that. Members coming up after this. Tomorrow's stream is going to be a little later. It'll be after the weigh-ins. After the weigh-ins, man. Or I might do it during the weigh-ins. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. I'm going to do my full card post weigh-in show and then a member stream for sure. I think bare knuckle is going to be popular, but I don't know about blowing up. You know what I'm saying? You need the axe kick. That's funny. Smooth as Cyril Gahn striking. Thank you, Thomas Manzanaro. I appreciate that. Glad I caught you live. Give me the best UD play this weekend. I think Woodson. What's up with members only? That's where I hang out with my members, dog. The members only. You got to join and find out. Exactly. Weigh-ins are tomorrow, guys. I hope you enjoyed this stream. On your way out, make sure you guys are smashing the likes. If you're new, subscribe it up, man. In the members stream, we'll be hanging out, having a good time. And, we'll have just a Q&A. Member stream Q&A only, so it's going to be good shit. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Late Night Live. We've had over, 200-something people here at the peak? That's sick. So I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Much love to you all watching. Member stream after this one. If you want to become a member, link in the description. Click it. Join it. You'll be glad you did. Peace out, guys. Expect timestamps coming up in the next 10 minutes. So it's all coming. Love you guys. Good night. See you over at members.